everyone, Matt Vasgersian here. Welcome to the show.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're gonna be happy.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Oakland Athletics swatted 4 home runs in this one as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-2. The Houston Astros got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox 9-8. Justice Sheffield earned his first victory of the season, helping lead the Mariners over the Yankees 3-1. The Diamondbacks had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 11-4. The Rays right field
No sé cuál me voy, el perro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar, los que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran sabes que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales, las cortas están digitales. Los roles, los out de mal, la caja nunca para eso no. Y las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. No me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. Que manden, bajen PR, a la fama no se me aferren. No soy de la calle pero me pegué y no hay que los desentierre. Mi nieta ya tiene Mercedes, aunque mi hija solo 6 años ya tiene. Lo único seguro aquí es la muerte, pero viene. ¿Quién te dijo que tú eres más que yo? Estás frustrado, recuerda salieron de mí, pues si no le han informado. He visto que se han virado, pensaron que al negro lo habían frenado. 300 canciones dejé en la compu pa' que en el 3000 yo soy el más pegado. Yo voy muy zafado, y ustedes lo saben. Pa' la soy el negro del jarabe. Italiana, un árabe. Me voy que tengo show mañana, ya la plata no cabe. Los baby le llegan, el negrito claro. Ustedes saben ya. Hay music, hay flow. Hay music, hay flow. Cabi, dímelo Rebol. Ustedes saben ya, ustedes saben ya.
Since you don't love me, hey, I'm guessing since you don't feel me now, I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
God. The God parted is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus Daniel on the card dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God figure. Tell me as a Bob that the God don't need a job. And if I did, the oligarchs would be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte and he paired with Tucson. And they went on a world conquest, tear you from me apart. Michael remained red, but still virtuous. Wait to come out of petty, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perverseness. So I support workers unionizing their services.
They say that you don't love me, ay. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Scream invade the world. Rick was coming out like you Wrigley. I watch my mouth shot, he don't pronounce my name correct. Rules will gotta be rules, any exceptions, and I'm not a leader. Think in the box and I get him, I fix the shot as if I eat a donut hole. They'll get to the crib and quickly. I watch my mouth when I'm finished watching y'all suck clock. Don't doubt you put an ounce of that evil on me, I'm flipping Ricky. I give an inch to you simps, I'll never forgive me. Not saying it's a conspiracy, but you're all against me. You see the future with runner jewels, ain't the shit but cancel my trip, turn the time machine back around a sense.
You say that you don't love me, ay. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Every child, it don't matter, stick to your plan. If they judge, still don't budge. Don't give an inch, don't give a nudge. Life will leave you battered and bent. Lose a win, got a hold of your chin. And I put it on Jamie and me. We just gave you inspiration for free. The money
Never meant much.
That's you with that big Benz, huh? That's you that can't keep old, cause you keep yelling the friends, huh? You gotta go to court, huh? You got service subpoena for child support, huh? That was that nerve, huh? You ain't even get a chance to say a word, huh? I know I ain't tripping. Don't your brother got them birds, huh? You ready to bust you somebody, huh?
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Athletics played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and it's never easy, Matty. In order to get a three-game sweep, you have to do a lot of things right, and you have to have the ball bounce your way, and that's exactly what's happened leading up to this ball game today. I expect them to be focused, looking to bury this team.
Vida Blue, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
So now, here is Roberto Clemente. He will lead this one off today.
The right unit, number 21, Roberto.
Ready with the first
Clemente.
pitch. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
First pitch, 12:35.
The windup and the 0-1. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday to close it off with a win here, and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
The 2-1 home. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores too. We'll see if they can cash them in.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now the 1-0. Popped up. Number 19 over to his right. One down.
That is good.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat, clutch hits, basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
That'll bring up Gary Sheffield. Swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Okay.
Clemente, the runner at third. Hernandez at second with one away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And a relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs. They're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The catcher, Rodriguez.
And now here is Pudge Rodriguez. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. Hit out towards second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Angels lead it 2-0. Andrew Heaney is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
And now, Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Ricky.
Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used. Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. Doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box, number 19. And a bouncing ball, foul. The average right at 280 coming in. 7 homers and 21 driven in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
You know, we see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Here comes the 1-2. It's a fastball that misses.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. A pitch out. The throw. And he is out on the tag. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll move to the 2nd inning here in Oakland. It's the Angels 2 and the A's nothing. 2nd inning set to go, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Popped him up. Blue in foul ground. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8, the second baseman.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
David Fletcher is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
The shortstop, Luis Aviles Jr.
Now at the plate is Luis Aviles, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Well, today's game provides the A's with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some...
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. Angels are gone in order, but they're on top 2-0. Digging in will be Jason Giambi. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits.
Jason Giambi.
We wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1-0. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs in this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport, Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
Stepping in now, Reggie Jackson lifted down the line and left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
That is good.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and that will bring up Harold Baines. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Top of the third set to get underway. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Roberto Clemente. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And one away now here in the Angel third. One out, base is empty. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Keith Hernandez. First offering on its way.
That's the ball.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. One out, nobody on. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And that's in there, base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding balls in.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Henderson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Gary Sheffield is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Hit on the ground out for short. Simeon's there. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. Angels strand one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Simeon is the first to bat in the inning. Bouncer up the middle, scooped up, and the throw to first is in time, one down.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The windup and the 0-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for two. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Throw that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson. And he pops him up back behind second base. Fletcher backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now back, number 19.
Next up is number 19, runner in scoring position with Sudan. And now the first pitch. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. 2 out here and a runner at second. This is skied into short left center. Carter is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. They trail things here 2-0. Striding in is Joe Carter. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Joe Carter.
First delivery to him.
Oh. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now batting, catcher,
Next, here is Pudge Rodriguez, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2. For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jackson is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 1.
Stepping in next, Luis Aviles comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Well, on to Fox, gets him to retire the side. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Matt Chapman. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And there's one away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Jason Giambi.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and standing in will be the DH, Jason Giambi. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounded the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi. The 2-2.
3 balls.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
So next to hit is Reggie Jackson. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed.
No
0-1.
One strike.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail here 4-0. Now it'll be Roberto Clemente. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. In there for strike 1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1. Next, it'll be Keith Hernandez. Singled in his last at-bat. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
Chopped weakly to the left.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Count even at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Baines is there, 2 gone.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder, Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get you.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Angels go down 1-2-3. They lead it 4-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Leading up for the A's.
Now here's the first offering.
Harold.
Fouled off.
Baines.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Trout has a read on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in for Oakland, Sean Murphy. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. The A's strand 1. They're down 4-0. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Gary Sheffield. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Joe Carter is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
1-1 the count to Joe Carter. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Next to hit is Pudge Rodriguez, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Fox. Gets him to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Angels are out in front 4-0.
Leading up for the A's, the left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batting, number 19.
Ready now is number 19. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
High in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now that the third baseman, Matt.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
1 strike.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. ready. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, David Fletcher, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swing and a ground ball to third. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Ready now for L.A., Luis Aviles. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the AB now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Roberto Clemente. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Rip down the line. This will get foul for strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Henderson finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Angels lead 1, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the imposing left-handed bat of the former AL MVP Jason Giambi. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out. Pop up to start the inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Reggie Jackson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harold.
So here is Harold Baines. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball at both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be in.
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail here 4-0. Ready National League MVP Keith Hernandez. First offering on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly one away. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Digging in next, Mike Trout could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Number 50.
So he'll depart after getting one out here in the 8th, but he's in line to take the loss, barring a late turnaround. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one. The A's entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one. And there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop at a glass, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Driven nicely into the gap. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Angels strand one, but they hold a 4-0 lead.
For the A's, the first baseman, Jimmy Fox.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Jimmy Fox is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike one. So stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate now, Marcus Semien. That's popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Next to hit, Sean Murphy. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on Denny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're down 4-0. Start the 9th in this one, and that means Pudge Rodriguez will dig in to bat at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as they get ahead of Pudge now, 0-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit.
Way to battle right there. Hey, guys, that wasn't a bad pitch. And executed off the plate. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offensive player right there. Stayed inside the baseball and was able to get him out.
Anthony Rendon will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run. That was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. James Paxton takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 44, James Paxton.
From the stretch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Paxton is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, you have great stuff and you strike everybody out. Or, like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
The second for one. Back to the pitcher, but it's thrown away. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, when this play started, it all looked good. They get the lead runner, no problem, but he just doesn't make the return throw, and the hitter ends up safely at second. Not the result they were hoping for on what should have been a nice double play.
So now to the plate, David Fletcher. And this is lined hard to deep left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Obviously, they got a little over-aggressive there. When you've got the lead like this, you can afford to do that a little more. We'll see if that lost run ends up being a factor at all.
At the plate, Luis Aviles. A swing and a shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around and score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row, there's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
He'll take a look at ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball two.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Henderson gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ricky Henderson. Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Matt Chapman is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches at the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. Last strike now for Oakland. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
5-0 the final score today. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Heaney wins his 3rd of the season, striking out 12 in the process. Vida Blue is charged with a loss after 7 1/3 of very strong work. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs.
Now when I'm a great boss, running, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, trying to be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make it dim right there. Gospel truth, got his hand right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber, pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got to.
Inside the show with Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the Angels combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-0. Also out of Oakland, first baseman Jason Giambi will be out of action for the next couple of days. He's dealing with a sprained elbow. As of today, the A's are leading the AL West, and the Angels are 4th in the division. Max Muncy had a home run and 3 RBIs, leading the Astros to a win over the Red Sox, 7-3. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. In the standings, the Astros are in 2nd place in the AL West, and the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. The New York Yankees totaled 11 hits as they sank the Mariners 8-2. Heading into the day, the Mariners sit in 2nd place in the American League West, and the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East. The Rangers broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-2. Entering the day's action, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West Division, and the Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. The Tampa Bay Rays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-4.